Hi guys, this is Zsolt. In today's video we are going to check out what can you do if you have an old laptop. Like this one is, for example, from 2014. It's an Asus X552M laptop. Even in 2014 it wasn't the fastest, and by now it's absolutely not. Officially it ran all the way up to Windows 10. I could force a Windows 11 on it, but I don't want to play around with. So let's see what you can do from little or no money. How can you improve on it if you want to speed it up as it is now with Windows, or if you want to use another operating system. Let's roll.
Got the neighbors sitting knocking on the floor. Got the neighbors sitting knocking. Got the neighbors sitting. I gotta move on.
Alrighty, how you need to take it apart depends on the computer itself. On this one it was very simple. I just had to remove 2 screws and then just slide the cover off. On some computers you need to remove the whole bottom. For some, to access the memory module and the hard drive, you need to even remove the main board, because you can access from the other side, but usually it's fairly simple. You can check online. There are plenty of videos and such how to do it. About the memory, in this particular laptop there is only one memory slot, and I can upgrade it up to 8 gigabytes. I don't have an 8 gigabytes RAM module right now, so I'm going to leave it. But there are many websites like memory or RAM manufacturers, or the laptop manufacturer, or other third-party sites where you can check what size, how many, and so on, what type you need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the hard drive. It's a standard hard drive with the moving, rotating disks or spinning disks. I'm going to replace with one of these SSD drives. That will make a huge difference in speed. Usually every hard drive comes with some sort of enclosure or bracket. You need to remove the screws. Some have 4 screws, some have more, some have less, depending on what kind of enclosure it is. And then when you removed the old hard drive, you need to insert the new SSD drive exactly in the same direction as the old one was. Very important, in case you put some extra memory in it, or even if not, but you replace the hard drive. If you wanted to use the same operating system with the same settings, same software, same everything as it was before, then you need to clone the drive. I will put a link in the description how to do it, and of course you have to do it before you switch it over. So that's very important. However, if you want to use a brand new operating system, or you want to start from fresh, then you can install it on the new drive. Alrighty, on this particular occasion, let's say we don't want to use Windows 10 anymore because it's too slow, and I don't want to force Windows 11 on it, and even if I did, it would be even slower and buggier because of lack of support for this hardware. So now it's 2026, let's see where Linux is. I'm going to try a Linux Mint first, and then an Ubuntu or Ubuntu Linux. I haven't used any of these ones for years, but in case you want to try something else, like how to put an Android or Chrome OS on most, not all, I will put some links in the video's description. I won't include in the video how to install the Linux and how to set it up, because it would take ages or I would have to speed it up like crazy. So we will catch up from the point when everything is installed and such. Alrighty, boys and girls. So this is the Linux Mint. I have to say I managed to install for the second time. For the first one, during the installation, I got some error message. It couldn't complete the installation. So I reinstalled. I let the installer to erase everything from the hard drive and try a fresh one again. Other than that, there is a graphics card driver which is keep trying to reinstall, but it doesn't want to. It's an update, but for some reason it doesn't want to update it. Other than that, there are tons of built-in programs. It looks like a Windows 7, like a basic Windows 7. Just to show you a few things, and please ignore whatever you see on screen. I created some new accounts, and whatever comes up with the new accounts, I didn't search for anything, no nada. So whatever recommendation is there, just ignore. So basically there is a browser, you can have a look at TikTok, it has picture, it has sound. Also the Instagram works, Facebook works. As I said, ignore whatever is shown on screen. It's a brand new account, I never used it, whatever is recommended. And then also YouTube works. Again, same, these are not the things I'm watching. I just searched for my own video, and whatever else is being recommended is being recommended. But yeah, videos play just fine. It has a built-in LibreOffice or LibreOffice, which is 100% compatible with Microsoft Office. This one is like an Excel-like, and then there is a Word-like. Just in case, I also saved some blocks to PDF, and it opens just fine. So all in all, other than the initial issue during the installation, and also this graphics driver update issue, it works just fine. And it is very snappy, very fast. Of course, you can download tons of programs. I think there is over like 30,000. During the installation, it was showing some hints. So there are many things available that you can download and install, and it works rather snappy. However, of course, if you want to edit like videos and such, you wouldn't necessarily do it on this sort of computer because the hardware is not the greatest. You can, it's just really not that strong. Other than that, let's have a look at the Ubuntu. All right, boys and girls, so this is the Ubuntu Linux. For the very first time, this one also shown some error messages, but then when I restarted the computer, it continued the installation, and then I finished without an issue. I didn't do any settings, everything is by default. Again, whatever you will see on screen, just ignore. I use some brand new accounts, so I didn't search for anything, nada. Whatever it recommends is going to be shown. This one has the built-in LibreOffice. This one is the Excel-like. Then there is the Word-like. I saved already some sort of PDF, which I can open without any issues. Then obviously this one has a built-in browser. TikTok is working fine. There is sound. There is also Facebook. Again, as I said, whatever you see on screen is whatever Facebook shows to a brand new account. There is YouTube. Yeah, that is it. What I couldn't make work was Instagram so far. It might be some sort of security stuff by Instagram, because I cannot log in, I cannot connect it with Facebook. Might be because I'm using a brand new account and quickly I was using with a different operating system. I don't know. But other than that, so far everything works just fine. The installation was a bit slow, much slower than the Linux Mint, and I would say maybe it was even slower than installing like a Windows 10 on it. But again, don't quote me on that one. In case you would like to stick with the Windows that you had on it, but for some reason it got slower, I will put another link in the video's description. How can you speed it up somewhat, other than putting an SSD drive in it or some more memory or RAM. That would be obviously the easiest choice. But other than that, there are some other ways to make it a bit faster. Alrighty, so all in all, that was it. If you have an old computer like this and you don't want to throw it away yet because it still works just fine, but you don't want to deal with Windows 11 because first of all, nowadays it's full of Copilot rubbish, full of artificial intelligence, it's very slow, it's very buggy, tons of issues with it nowadays, then I would say maybe go with the Linux. I used Linux more than 10 years ago, kind of like as a daily operating system on one of my private computers. In this just over 10 years, it improved a lot in user experience, in speed, in compatibility, in everything. So it's so much better. And on the top of it, it's free of charge, it's safer. I'm pretty sure you can buy also some software to it, but what you would use it as a general usage on an old computer like this, I suppose you can get along free of charge of everything. It's faster than Windows, it's safer than Windows. Yeah, obviously it's not necessary for everyone, but it's easy to get used to it now. And it's really, honestly, it's really snappy. That's what I liked compared to the Windows. It's so much better now than it was before. Of course, it has its limitation, as I said, but it is what it is. So all in all, it's a very good alternative nowadays. And that concludes the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell so you're not going to miss any of my upcoming videos. I'd like to say a big thank you for your time and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.